Hey guys, cool. On my back. I'm Rick.
Hey Eric.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Calvin.
We are back with the Vinland Saga, and we have done a time skip
Indeed.
of 6 years. He's got 2 knives. He's carving up Englishmen.
He was.
And he killed. Yes, an old lady died and a daughter might have died.
Probably so, because he lit the signal. And they came
And
forward.
John's already dead.
John is dead. See what happens next.
Shit!
Man, this makes me want to play Valhalla so bad. Like what he did was pretty much what you do in Valhalla. Your guys go and do shit. You go do all the some side stuff.
Makes me want to watch more One Piece.
Yeah.
Remind me a lot of One Piece.
It was ridiculous and awesome that they were running with their shit.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so
The amount of wood
that's
each man would have to
30
carry.
people at most per ship, right? Because
There's 100 of them.
There's 100 of them. There's 3 ships. It's like, no fucking way.
Yeah, and one of them was standing on the ship.
Yeah.
True. Well, I
But,
mean, you
you
have to
know.
have someone steering.
Fucking Thor does some great crazy shit,
right.
so
Yeah.
I guess that's how it is.
Guess so. They all had a mushroom before they ran down the hill.
Yeah, they all got some rush.
Thor did some crazy stuff.
He did.
Not doing anything now.
No, No,
mean, we don't-
his son's getting better.
He's inspiring people from beyond the grave. I'd say that's pretty crazy.
That jump over the moat into the wall was awesome.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Also, very Assassin's Creed.
It was. Absolutely.
Very indeed.
D.
We had another time skip. We're 4 years further on.
Yep.
So he's, what, 16 now?
No.
No.
Yeah. No.
Six plus
6 was
six
12.
is 12.
And then we skipped how far?
4. So he's
So
16.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much deeper voice. I wonder if this will be his final voice for the rest of the show.
I would not be upset with it because I liked it.
It's pretty good.
It was good.
Thought the kid voice was all right. Thought the voice after that was all right.
I thought the voice actor that did the kid was amazing.
Oh no, yeah.
He's like,
I get you.
You killed my father!
Yeah. I'll fucking kill you. That part.
Yeah.
But
That was incredible.
yeah, but if this is where we're gonna land, which I don't know if it is, I quite like it. And it sounded really familiar, but I couldn't place it. I kept thinking it was Sean Shamwell at one point. I'm like, that's not Goku.
It can't be.
I know, but there was like 2 or 3 lines where I'm like, is it though?
I keep thinking that Ashlog is familiar.
Yeah.
I just don't know why. I love when he was like, all right, go down there and tell them that their battle tactics are pathetic and sad. And
It's painful to watch.
Even though you're so bad, we can help you to victory.
Yeah.
And they just took everything.
Well, they left the victory and the fortress.
And the fortress isn't bad.
Not nothing.
I mean, they're not from France, and these guys are. So.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't want...
and if it wasn't for
Land.
them, they wouldn't have won anything.
No.
Right?
Very unlikely.
Like, the Vikings probably would have died too from the crossbows had it not been for Thorfinn, like, climbing that wall
Yeah.
and killing the cat
Well,
and everyone up on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough for them too, because normally you would win by droughting them out or starving them out. But on the lake, if you don't have the ships to like patrol that,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they have fishing boats too.
yeah.
So,
Dude, that
Probably not
POV
gonna
shot
happen.
was so fucking cool.
I wasn't sure if he went
liked it.
under or over the
You
shield.
went over the shield guy. I'm
Because
pretty
he
sure.
slid. But then he
slid
also
under-
did like an uppy
Well, he
thing.
slid under the guy in front of the shield guys, and then,
and then he
there were
did
2
like
shield
a,
guys that
a
he vaulted
spring
over.
thing.
So
Yeah.
he just like ran, slid, and went like this.
Yeah.
So ridiculous. But they also carried.
I mean, did you see the boats?
The boats has been the most ridiculous thing they've done in the show.
And loading the crossbow without a mechanism.
Yeah,
Also.
that's also...
I will allow that, like, movies and stuff. They want it to be exciting. They want you to spend all this time. Or you could have the thing, I guess. But still, I'll grant that one over the 30 guys lifted a ship and ran with it.
Up a mountain.
Unless it's made out of balsa wood.
Yeah. No, I really like the dragon crossing the mountain.
Yeah.
Well,
It was a
just
dragon!
the fear it put into the enemy was
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was... I can't do it.
It's a dragon!
It's a dragon! Dude, that guy's French accent.
Oh, the egg-headed guy.
His egg head. I'm glad you had to get his head because that would have been.
It would have been some
He would
work.
have been like this. His design.
Well, yeah, at first when he said, give me the commander's head, I wasn't sure who he was talking about.
I thought he was
Yeah.
talking about the invading
I did
army.
too. That's what I thought he meant too.
Because it's like, well, if you do that, then they really have to Have you guys helped? Yeah, see, he went under and then over.
I don't understand what he did there.
I don't know.
I feel like I should see some legs or arms or something
he
to
just went
drag it
past
going.
Yeah.
You know?
It was kind of like a Mega Man move, but yeah, you can't see any limbs or anything.
Like, I feel like you should see something. Like,
Yeah.
you see a blade at a time
It
or
should be
two.
like Mirror's Edge.
He's
But
running
yeah,
like this.
if he's...
Yeah.
But then why does he go like this? What, does he run up the shields then?
It's not limbo rules. He doesn't have to bend backwards to see like his feet in front of him or something.
Yeah, it's like when you
He's leaning
play...
way forward and then springing up.
It's like when you
over.
play like an older like first person game and you look down and you can't see your own feet
Yeah.
or anything. But then you look up at like the multiplayer person you're playing with and you can see them and everything.
Yeah, no, it's like when you're driving a car and you go into first person mode and there's just nothing and the steering wheel's just turning.
Yeah.
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 That's one thing that I liked about Halo. You could look down and see your feet, and if you did it at the perfect angle, if you turned slightly to the side before your feet like indexed over to like the next position, you could just catch the bottom of your toe and you could shoot, but it wouldn't hurt you at all.
You went so far with that and I thought he was going to do something.
No.
It didn't do anything.
I love that there's a translator. It's translating English to English.
Yeah.
I love that.
Is that how they did it in the sub, I assume?
I would assume so,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Do they give... Okay, here's my other
It'd be funny
question.
if they didn't replace one of the dub voices. They just had that be Japanese.
I don't know what it sounds like to have a French accent speaking Japanese. You know? Like, I don't know what that sounds like. Do they do that too? Because like in the English dub, you have a British accent
Sure.
for the English people,
Well,
and you have like a French accent for these Frank people. But like, I
Usually-
don't know the sound of that.
What happens a lot of times, it'll be a different Japanese dialect.
Yeah.
That, like, most correlates to wherever they're from.
Sure. Well, that's what we talked about before with like Dragon Ball would have like the farmer, but the farmer was using more of a country, like
rural.
Japanese
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
dialect rather
And
than.
technically, Goku in Japanese does have like a country kind of dialect.
Yeah, it's the same with Kenshin.
But for America, they don't want him to sound like that too bad, so they'll have him just be like, "Yo, hey, what's up?" As opposed to the kind of more
Howdy,
Hey,
y'all.
yeah,
Like the shotgun
Yeah.
guy in the first episode.
My carrot patch.
Yeah.
Well, it's similar too to like Arnold played the voice to Terminator everywhere in the world, except for in Austria, because in Austria his voice sounds like a country hick, and they thought it would be ridiculous.
Huh.
So he's dubbed by another Austrian in Austria,
With like a,
because his accent in Austria sounds like a hick.
so like you get it into like the Terminator 3.
Yeah.
I was
Right?
gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
Where his voice, we can work on the voice.
Oh man.
So they're
That's so funny.
just sort of biding time until the war starts again proper.
Yeah.
To summer.
Yep.
Gotta get through winter. Go to
King
summer.
Swain.
King Swain.
Swain has his major offensive next summer.
I remember
We've heard King Swain.
Swain. Well, that's whenever
King.
Floki came in and stuff like that too. They said about the story of like the what's the D word? Denmark.
The Danes?
The Danes. Talking about the Danes wanting
The
to
Danish
attack
king.
because of the sister or whatever it was, or daughter.
Gunhild, the sister
Right?
of
Yeah.
Yeah, the sister being killed and whatnot. He
And
wants vengeance for it.
this
So
is the
King
same-
Swain was going to attack, and they were joining up with him.
This is the same king that Leaf had to take Thor's head to, right?
Is it?
Yes.
It's not.
To
Is it?
prove that he was. No, yeah, it was. Because that's the guy that was offering the pardon through Floki.
He was working with Floki, so I assume it's the same guy.
But is the
That's who Floki swears fealty to.
Is it? Okay. I thought they were just partnering with them, but not. Okay. Yeah.
I think so. I mean, Floki was at least bowing to him.
Because King Aethelred is the English king,
That's
right?
yeah. That's from England.
Yeah.
Ethelred.
Aethelred.
And then you have
Aethelred.
Harold Finehair being the king of Norway.
King of all Norway.
Right.
The king of-
So I thought that was for Norway. That's the one over the Vikings.
Well,
right?
that was before all this, though.
So he's dead.
Harold should be dead by now.
Says who?
I mean, it's also maybe not entirely historically
I
accurate.
suppose that's true.
I thought he was taking the head to like that king, like someone who wasn't Swain. Just because like that one was wanting to do an attack and they were partnering up to do the attack. But
No, it was
maybe I'm
so
misremembering
that
it.
it was so that they wouldn't go back to the village and attack because they thought he was still.
Yeah, but I thought that was because the one who was going to attack would have been from King Harold.
It's a good 80 years since Harold should be dead.
Well, Rick, they talk about him in his own.
It's only been 10 years.
Like, he was definitely alive within the last 80 years.
Those guys carried those boats. Wow.
No, I thought they were talking about Harold took over Norway, but I thought that was like...
We definitely mentioned it.
Yeah, but I thought they were referring to the distant past
Maybe. I don't know.
when they were talking about him in episode 1.
I thought the way it talked, they referred to him, and it was like within Thor's time.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was too. Again, I don't think this show is entirely historically accurate.
And if it is, I wouldn't know.
I mean, in episode 1-1, I wrote down King Harold submit or leave Norway. So they talked about it some then.
And then we had Lord Halfton.
Which is when the battle would have occurred, was during that, and that's when Thor's was there. I don't think King Harold's dead, because the battle occurred in Thor's life, and then he pretended to be dead. So I'm pretty sure King Harold would come for him, and that's who they had to deliver the head to. But I don't remember if I wrote down who they said to take the head to. What was that, 1-4?
I think it was... Yeah, it was...
1-4.
It was
Thor's
when...
head must go, I just wrote to the king.
Damn!
I didn't write which one.
I'm going to stick with Harold for now.
All right, you say Harold, I say Swain. What do you guys say?
I say Swain.
I say Swain.
Oh, man. Okay, so either you're the only one that's right, or you haven't drug us down with.
I congratulate you then. Deliver my head to the Jomsviking chieftain Sigvaldi. If he believes I rejected his
Sivaldi. So not even.
Sivaldi.
It's definitely a Vikings one.
None of us were right.
Well, I'm
Well,
closest.
no, it's Jomsviking, which
he-
that's what Floki is. He's a Jomsviking commander.
Well, yeah, but who's his king then?
Chief.
Chief's
The war chief.
Lundving. Yeah, that's whoever is in charge of the Viking people. So it's not Swain, because he's in charge of Dane people.
Well, I think that chief
What's Harold?
swears fealty to Swain.
Yeah. Because Floki would be under Sivaldi, or whatever his name was, but Sivaldi would be under Swain.
Hey, do you hear that? Oh, it's just screaming at all the commenters trying to correct us in the future.
In any case,
Yes,
they
Harold,
got all the treasure,
they did.
and it can retire. Probably.
Except for this challenge, which he's accepted and is coming.
I think this just gets them through the winter, maybe.
You can't eat gold.
You need to go.
You can't be nutritionized from gold.
It's a mineral. You're supposed to get your vitamins and minerals,
What's
right?
the Simpsons thing? You can use money to buy... Damn.
Goods and services.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
I mean, I guess is what it's going to be. But they were talking about, like, we need food, we need this, we've taken everything. It's like,
Well, it was more like, we don't want to be bored during the winter.
is that what it was about?
I got.
I thought it was
from
about
it.
getting food and stuff and surviving. Like, it was going to be a harsh
No.
winter if they stayed on the ocean.
I think they were going to use it to, like entertain themselves. Like, they can do whatever they want for the winter now when it's not a good time to raid. So they can, like, buy whores or slaves
Now they
or
can raid the
whatever.
brothels.
Yeah.
What are they eating?
There must already be a meme video made of like Norrington from Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, with the like.
That's going
That's
to be the best part I've ever seen.
And then you but they have them just running.
I need to
And
find it
Astronaut
now.
just- That's got to be a video already. And if it's not, someone needs to make it.
I haven't
too
seen
lazy.
it. I am entirely too lazy as
Yeah.
well.
Too lazy, but someone needs to make that.
Pretty good.
Editor?
That's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen. So it would seem.
Yeah, that's about it. I talked about it a couple episodes ago, or maybe it was just last episode. But yeah, I wouldn't have been shocked if they just didn't give these characters accents, because like our main Vikings don't have it. But yeah, they went way in on the French
I
accent.
think you definitely have to have it when you bring translators.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I think it works better when it's like, okay, they're speaking another language when they have the accents,
Yeah.
and they're speaking just Norse Viking language whenever they don't have the accent.
Yeah.
Right? And even sometimes some of the Vikings have a Viking accent.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Like sometimes.
sometimes, yeah.
A little
If
bit.
we watch like My Hero Academia takes place in Japan, would you want we're watching the dub, but would you want those characters to have a Japanese accent if you had to listen to them in English, or would you rather just be the way it is right now?
Like they are Japanese who have learned English and are speaking English, but they're Japanese unless they have their accent from that. I don't know.
I really thought about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like when I have watched parts of the sub of My Hero Academia, and it is amazing when All Might goes Plus Ultra, you know, when he really hits that R. But I don't know about him doing it all the time.
No, I'm fine with how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you did do that, could you only have like Japanese people on the cast?
No, I don't know if I've
For
ever
the
had it the
correct
other
accent.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ever had it the other way of what?
way. Of just like all Japanese people in the dub cast.
Speaking
Yeah.
English.
Yeah. I can't think of.
Like I guess it kind of happens for Ghost of Tsushima, right? They have Japanese accents, don't they?
Sure.
I haven't played.
Calvin wouldn't know.
Rick would.
I would, and they are all amazing.
Yes, but they're Japanese accents though, so that kind of counts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, would you prefer that for the dub?
But
Like
they,
what Ghost
I mean,
Tsushima
to be
did?
fair, I also played a version of Ghost of Tsushima where they spoke with Japanese
but would it be
accents.
weird if like D. Bradley Baker was doing a Japanese accent for a Japanese character?
That would be weird.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah,
But, like, I could do a French accent, and that's fine,
that's fine.
I think.
Okay.
Although I cannot do a French accent, but if I could.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't do a French accent.
Do
I
it.
heard you
French
do that.
laugh. Good job. Guys, thank you very much for watching this episode of Vinland Saga. Please, if you want to support us, get rewarded over at patreon.com/blindwave, where we have various amount of rewards.
Yes.
But the greatest one being up to 4 episode reactions available to you right this second. So if you watch this one today, you have 4 more. That's 5 just today.
And there's the full length, but you gotta carry your own footage over the mountain.